Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, I'm Jill Valley.
And I'm Dennis Bragg. Old man winter tightening his grip on northwest Montana again tonight with a return to some fairly severe conditions.
After temperatures made a strong 30-degree swing in a matter of hours this afternoon, it is full-on snow, cold, and wind tonight across the Flathead and across the Mission Valleys. The Montana Department of Transportation reporting there are severe driving conditions on portions of US 2. They expect those bad driving conditions to persist into our commute tomorrow. So for the very latest, let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Erin Yost in the Storm Tracker Weather Center for her first forecast.
Yeah, it's a mess out there tonight, Jill and Dennis, and as expected, most of the impacts right along the continental divide. Now, this Arctic air mass will continue to push towards the south and the west, eventually reaching places like this. The Bitterroot Valley, this is our first Security Bank ICAM shot in Hamilton earlier today. If you take a look at this radar loop over the past 3 hours or so, you can see a lot more blue coming down, I should say, from the north towards west central Montana, further south than we did see earlier today. So that just an indication that that cold front is continuing to move across the region. Now again, we are going to hold on to these conditions here overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. We do have winter weather advisories in place through 11 o'clock. It's not for a ton of accumulation. Obviously out there is the wind and that flash freeze on area roadways. I've got an extended forecast outlook coming up shortly.
And this would be a good time to download our mobile app, the KPAX Storm Tracker Weather app, to get on-the-go forecast from our Storm Tracker weather team. It is free in your app store. Meantime, the avalanche danger has been hiked to high in northwest Montana. This weather system won't be helping that at all. The Flathead Avalanche Center in Hungry Horse issued a backcountry avalanche warning for the Flathead Range and Glacier Park. Very dangerous avalanche conditions exist, and travel in avalanche terrain is not recommended. And there's a reminder that these slides can run long distances. They can go right over forests, valley floors, or flat terrain. So when they say stay out, it's best to do so.
In other news this evening, we'll find out later this month what Missoula residents think of the city's idea to toughen up the city's anti-smoking rules, adding e-cigarettes to the list of products that can't be used in public places. The popularity of electronic cigarettes used for vaping or as a replacement for regular cigarettes has been growing in recent years, but until now, Missoula's smoking rules haven't specifically dealt with the new technology. The Montana Clean Indoor Air Act, which went into effect in 2005, required indoor spaces to be smoke-free, but exempted bars, casinos, and taverns. However, that changed to include all businesses 9 years ago. Health Department officials are recommending the council change the current rules to not only ban electronic smokes used for vaping, but give business owners the right to ban them within 25 feet of their entryways.
So it really allows those business owners to reduce the amount of exposure to secondhand smoke that might be filtered into their business, that maybe their patrons might experience when they're walking in and out of the door. So it really kind of allows a nice public health message for business owners here in Missoula.
There will be a public hearing on those changes before the full City Council on February 26th.
A Kalispell man pulled over for a routine traffic stop is in the hospital after he stabbed himself in the neck. Flathead County Sheriff Chuck Curry says around 9 o'clock this morning, a deputy initiated a traffic stop east of Evergreen on Highway 2. The deputy ran the driver's name and found he was wanted on a misdemeanor warrant. When he returned to the vehicle, the man had a large knife to his throat. That's when the sheriff's deputy called for backup. Negotiations began and continued until just after 11:30 this morning, when the man in the vehicle stabbed himself in the neck. He was taken from the car and given medical attention immediately because Evergreen Fire and Rescue were already on the scene. The 24-year-old man was taken to Kalispell Regional Medical Center. He does not appear to have life-threatening injuries.
A Lake County judge is ordering the Flathead Joint Board of Control to disband, saying the board, which had controlled irrigation in the Mission Valley, is no longer a legal entity. The FJBC has been the scene of turmoil, lawsuits, and controversy the past several years while final work was being done on the proposed Flathead Water Compact. The panel was originally formed in 1981 to combine the efforts of local irrigation districts in the Flathead, Mission, and Jocko districts to manage water from the Flathead River. But fighting erupted as the board was attempting to deal with the proposed water compact with the Confederated Salish and Kootenai tribes. The board fractured but was then reformed after a controversial vote. Since the formal reorganization in May of 2014, the board has spent upwards of $1 million on legal fees fighting adoption of the compact. Now Lake County District Court Judge James Manley has ruled in favor of Mission Valley Irrigators United, saying the FJBC didn't follow Montana law when it restarted and has been operating illegally. In effect, that turns control of the water system back over to the 3 individual irrigation districts. Ravalli County Commissioner Jeff Burrows says a citizens panel is welcome to conduct an independent review of the wilderness study areas issue, even if it comes to a different conclusion than the county commissioners. Wednesday, commissioners were bombarded with opposition over a letter in support of a bill sponsored by Senator Steve Daines seeking to release 5 different places from wilderness study area designation. The board agrees with Daines' idea that 40 years is long enough for the areas, including the Blue Joint and Sapphire on the Bitterroot National Forest, to be returned to normal forest status. Commissioners say they'll let their supportive letter stand, but will continue to get input and monitor the bill status. And Burrows tells me commissioners didn't bypass the citizens-based collaborative panel on public lands, which he says is free to review the issue and even come to a different conclusion.
That was another a little kind of misunderstood about the whole collaborative when we set that up, and that was that the commissioners were going to remain autonomous from that collaborative and vice versa. So that collaborative could technically go out and have an opinion that didn't necessarily agree with what the commissioners thought.
Some speakers at the hearing did encourage commissioners to support the Daines bill, saying it will open the door to further review before the WSA boundaries are actually dropped.
Since Mountain Line went zero fare in 2015 in Missoula, it has reported a 70% increase in ridership. Their 40 for 40 campaign aims to increase the zero fare partnership to 40 members by this year, Mountain Line's 40th anniversary year. Mountain Line announced its newest zero fare partners on Wednesday. The Missoula Federal Credit Union, the Missoula Independent, MacArthur Means and Wells Architect, the Missoula Food Bank, and Windfall Inc. joined 20 other partners this month. These partners contribute money to keep Mountain Line free to the public. Mountain Line Community Outreach Coordinator Bill Pfeiffer says zero fare has made the bus service accessible to everyone.
So predominantly, we're getting more employees to work, we're getting more students to school, we're keeping more people with disabilities and more seniors active, engaged, independent, and really this is about what's good for our community is good for all of us.
Mountain Line hopes to gain 14 more partners by the end of this year.
Well, the government goes into shutdown as lawmakers are unable to reach agreement on a new budget bill.
And it's all hands on deck when a dog slips into the icy waters in Oklahoma, prompting a dramatic canine rescue. Much more ahead here on KPAX.